couple of background pieces of information about Erica. The only person in the room that's been honored with a National Endowment of the Arts Fellowship, a Rockefeller Multi-Arts Production Grant, and Crane's Detroit Business 40 Under 40 Award. So pretty illustrious folks we have here. One piece of information about our company, back last December, just a month ago, New York Times did an article on a company, Local Orbit, that was titled Cabbages and Computers. And one of the company's New York customers placed an order for $60,000 worth of sustainable, locally produced turkeys, vegetables, cranberries, and Christmas cookies that were donated to 2,000 families in the Brooklyn, New York area. So, pretty interesting. So, Erica, please, go ahead.
Thank you. Am I on? Can you hear me? No? Am I on now?
Yes.
Okay, good. This thing is strange. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to talk about local food, and actually we're sitting in Eastern Market, apparently, according to the CompuServe building. They called all the rooms are named after locations, and I guess we look out. You can't hear me?
No.
Okay.
I think it's on mute.
Okay, how's that? All right. Hi, everybody again. Okay, so I'm going to talk about local food, and it's probably fitting that we're sitting in, I think this room is called Eastern Market, I was told by the CompuServe people. So, and actually I think we look out directly on the Eastern Market where I just came from before I came here. So, local food. I think everybody knows that you've heard about the demand for local food. Oprah's talking about it, the White House is talking about it, Martha Stewart's talking about it, chefs and consumers want it, and state and local governments are talking about local and regional food, promoting its economic development benefits. Demand for locally sourced food is exploding, and it's not a passing trend. It's really a fundamental shift in how we view food and its production. The problem is that current methods for independent producers to get local food to market are really stuck in the 20th century. The chefs and consumers want to purchase food from farmers they know and trust, but you have to work really hard to get it. Small farms and producers don't have viable distribution systems. Communications are efficient, and the online services that are available are just inadequate. So I'm Erica Block, and I'm the founder of Local Orbit, and our challenge and both our opportunity is to build a full menu from direct sales from multiple sellers in a single shopping cart. So the end goal would be for buyers to purchase all their weekly grocery needs from local food producers. That's vegetables, fruits, meats, grains, dairies, beverages. We can actually buy all of that in Michigan, even most of the year round. So Local Orbit has built a web platform that makes it easy for people to do exactly this. We adapt innovation from Amazon Marketplace and eBay to the needs of local food chains, and we create new markets for small and mid-sized food producers. Our business model is a 15% transaction fee that's paid by sellers, and that yields us a 54% gross margin. Sort of on the lower end for software, but way out of the field when you talk about working within the food business. For farmers, they get 85 cents on the final dollar, and this compares with 20 to 60% of the final dollar for conventional food, conventional distribution models, and only 75 to 90%, even in direct sales, such as farmers markets or going and dropping off your food at a restaurant. And that takes time away from production. So Local Orbit makes direct sales more efficient and lets farmers focus on what they do best. The addressable market, this is food. So we've conservatively said that if there's $500 billion a year that's spent on wholesale and retail food in this country, 5% shift to local yields $25 billion worth of economic activity for farmers and small food producers. This shift is already happening. Bon Appetit Management Company operates 400 college and corporate cafeterias around the country. They're already doing 20% local, and they're looking to do more. Yale University is on track to do 45% local and sustainable by 2014. University of Michigan has an integrated food assessment. They're looking at doing 20% of their $20 million food budget local by 2020, and the state of Illinois has a similar mandate. So it's out there. At the same time, farmers are already making deliveries. They're going to markets. They're managing direct sales. Entrepreneurs, community groups, institutions are already working to improve local food distribution, but the pain point for everybody is communications and transaction processing. So our first customers, which we have We're currently live in Brooklyn, New York. We're working with the largest food pantry in the city. That's who purchased actually that big $60,000 order. And they're actually bringing both retail and wholesale purchases into an area that's often called the food desert that doesn't often have access to food. We went live this week in Benzie County, which is up north in the northwest. We've just launched an ordering portal for 3 school districts. So all the schools up there will use Local Orbit to source food from local farmers. And in June, we're going to launch a site with Eastern Market for both wholesale and pre-sales for a new farmers market that they're going to be start doing on Tuesdays. So you'll be able to go shop on Tuesdays at Eastern Market, and you can pre-order from Local Orbit to go pick up your stuff on the way home from work. So we basically provide tools for people to grow profitable businesses. Sometimes I use the term business in a box. So it's efficient marketing, sales, inventory management for farmers, again, local food groups, entrepreneurs who want to increase local distribution. We give people the tools to tell their stories, to market their products, to track inventory, and it's a fairly straightforward, intuitive dashboard. Buyers get convenient, streamlined purchasing from many farmers in a single cart, and they get a direct, traceable supply chain. Is that me? Okay. So essentially, we're looking, we've built a beta, we're in the process of raising money. We have raised $150,000 today, including $50,000 from Spark, $50,000 from First Step. We have a $500,000 commitment contingent on raising matching funds from other sources. So we're looking for that, and we're also looking to start to hire. Thanks for your time.
Great. Let's go to our Q&A. Again, we have the 2 microphones on.
Does the microphone work?
Yes, go ahead.
No, I don't think it works.
Here you go.
Does it work?
I can hear you.
Go ahead.
All right, so I used to be in the restaurant business. So what is your plan for a restaurant? Because basically being downtown, owning a restaurant downtown, when you want to buy from Eastern Market, that means I have a person that I have on staff that goes around and goes all different places and gets all the food to me. What's your plan there?
So actually, we did a very small pilot in Ann Arbor last summer where we did exactly farm to chef. We tested it with a few restaurants, and the chefs were able to order online from several different farmers. And the way we did it initially was farmers did the drop-off for wholesale orders of sufficient volume, and we timed it so it overlapped with the Wednesday farmers market. With Eastern Market, you'll be able to order, and they're actually looking at adding a delivery truck, so somebody would pay an extra fee for that. So we're trying to figure out the model. One of the long-term goals, we've got the basic e-commerce platform. What's missing and what we really need to have development staff put in is, in addition to the standard eBay type sales, we're actually looking to integrate a third-party logistics service and to enable people who have half-full trucks list their delivery service as part of the ecosystem. That's a really important part for scale.
Thank you.
I think that was actually along the lines of my question. It was the logistics delivery, how that was being handled, and how that then affects your bottom line. You kind of mentioned that the 85 cents on the dollar goes straight to the farmer, but if they're distributing it, now they have an increased cost.
Well, they are already doing deliveries. The farmers that we're working with are already going to markets, and so what we've done is we've timed it so it overlaps with the market that they're already doing, and then manually the market managers have been making matches with farmers so people from one area can do it together. The goal would be, and actually we're learning the best way to automate this process, and there are logistics service providers that give us the foundation for it. So yeah.
When in Detroit, are you thinking?
June. We're launching in June. Yep.
And are you going beyond just the farmer? Are you doing like bakeries and
Yeah.
other kinds of
We're doing
producers?
we're doing value added. We currently do. We actually, like up north, we've got somebody who does pillows from locally sourced materials. So we basically do.
I never ate a pillow in my whole life.
Yeah. We do. But yes, we're doing, and one of the things that we're working with is that you can have people who do prepared foods such as soups or meals to go that you can pick up at the market. Those caterers and chefs could both source and sell through the local Orbit system, the way we're setting it up with Eastern Market.
And delivery is basically the vendor's issue. They could ship it, they could do a lot of things, right?
Delivery is actually, I mean, this is probably more than a 5-minute conversation. Right now, delivery is the responsibility for wholesale deliveries of the vendor. We're doing farmers market pre-sales where you would order and then go pick it up at the market, but the stuff is waiting for you. And then we're gonna look at adding, different regions have a need for home delivery services. And then we'll add other trucking services who can add their services as part of the network.
Great service, great service.
Thank you.
Hey, what about jobs? You said that you're looking for what?
Okay,
and
we're
what
still
role?
bootstrapped, and we're leveraging a very little bit amount of money, but we're looking for operations/administrative help to really take care of a lot of the day-to-day operations of a distributed office. We've got people in New York, Ann Arbor, and up north. And then we're also starting to look for some business development people who have a sense of how to connect with the businesses who are already working on local food distribution. But we really need a really good administrative operations person who can just help pull everything together. So if you guys know anybody, we're going to be hiring. Okay? Thank you.
It's the break.
We'll go ahead and let Vaughn get started. Two pieces of background information about Vaughn. He'll talk about Splinkme. Number one, Splinkme produced one of the last records that proof from Eminem's group D12 ever recorded before his untimely murder. And then Splinkme sponsored the Detroit Takeover showcase at the South by Southwest Music Festival in Austin, Texas last year. They brought dozens of Michigan-based artists to the biggest music festival in the U.S. to showcase Detroit-based talent on a national scale. Vaughn, go ahead. Thanks.